thing you have to understand, as we just got finished talking about freedom, is the adjustment. The reason why most dropout from college happens in the freshman and sophomore year, and mostly in the freshman year, is one, because of all that freedom and that we talked about, and also what happens is what most freshmen and sophomores don't understand is that your most impact that you have on your GPA and your career academic standings is in your freshman year. So you go from regimented, structured, weighted grades, teachers who care, parents who care, all that stuff, to a college where students are doing their own thing. There's no structure. There's none of that stuff, and you have to get things done on your own. And on top of that, it's the most important. While you're making that adjustment of living on your own and doing all this stuff, and just having your own schedule, and even if you go to a community college or you're commuting to college and living at home with parents, you still have a schedule that's off. Okay, it's not like 8 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're at this place. You go to class. You might have class on a Monday, Wednesday. You might have classes all day Monday, all day Wednesdays, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Okay, or you might have just go to class from 1:10 to 2:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so dealing with the time. But aside from the time, is then your freshman year is when your grades are the most important, because what you have to understand about GPA, and below there's a video, not a video, just a thing on how to calculate your GPA, because most students don't know how to calculate their GPA. But what you have to understand is your GPA is based upon your credits. Okay, so let's say you get an A, a 4.0. Okay, so there's you'll see below, an F is a 0, a D is a 1, a C is a 2, a B is a 3, and an A is a 4. Okay, so what happens is, so let's say you get an A. Let's say you're taking 15 credits. Most schools, 15 credits is the typical workload. Okay, some students will take 18. I think some schools you can go up to 21, and with some exceptions you can take 24 credits, although that's a really rare thing. Even 21 is kind of rare. So usually most students will take between 15 to 18 credits. A credit will equal about an hour worth of school time. So most schools have broken their schedules up into, like, you'll have a class takes an hour and a half. So that's how it goes. So you'll have a Monday, Wednesday class. They'll take an hour and a half apiece, and that's 3 credits. So a credit equals, each credit is an hour worth of school time. All right, mostly. There's labs and other things that don't follow that rule, but there's for the most part that's how it goes. So let's say you're taking 15 credits every semester, okay, which would give you 30 a year, and after 4 years that would give you 120 credits to graduate college. All right, so if you're taking 15 each semester, now your first semester, let's say you get a 3.5 GPA, okay? So let's just say a 4.0 makes math easy, all right? So you get a 4.0, you're an excellent student, all right? And then you're so excited about your 4.0 that your next semester you slack off, all right? And you get a 2.0, all right? Well, now your GPA, and you're taking 15 credits, your GPA is now a 3.0, right? 4.0 plus 2.0 is 6.0 divided by 2 will give you a 3.0. All right, so that's easy to calculate, and it works that way for your freshman year because it's 15 credits your first semester, now 15 credits your second semester. But now your 3.0 is based upon 30 credits. So your sophomore year of your first semester sophomore year, you take another 15 credits, okay? Now let's say you get a 4.0 again because you get pissed off at yourself, you get that 2.0, and you're like, I gotta get back. So you go back to a 4.0. Well, you would think, well, now I would go to a 3.5. But it isn't, because your 3.0 is based upon 30 credits and your 4.0 is only based upon 15. So it's 15 impacting 30. It doesn't have as much impact, okay? So because it's averaging out, you average out all the credits, not just each semester versus your cumulative. So this is why a lot of students they go through the transition that freshman year, can't figure out the classes, harder classes, more papers, less grades, less a number of grades, which we'll talk about in another video, and they bomb out their freshman year, and they're on academic probation, or they have issues with their academics, or they don't, even if you're a 4.0 student, now you're a 3.0 student, and you go through that transition, And then, in your senior year, you're like, man, I'm getting 4.0s, but it's not affecting my GPA as much. And the reason why is because by the time you get to your junior and senior year, you're taking 15 credits and trying to, your 15 credit class, your 4.0 in your 15 credits, because you got a 2.0 your freshman year and your sophomore year, your 4.0 only going to move you from like a 2.0 to a 2.1, even though you got all A's for the semester. So it is really important. And by the way, the same thing, vice versa. If you get your GPA very high in the beginning, if you're freshman, sophomore year, you really take off and you do a great job, well, then your senior year, junior, senior year, when you want to start going looking for either graduate schools, or you want to go start looking for a job, or you want to start, you want to enjoy, the last semester, oh, this is my last time, I'm going to go for spring break or something like that. Then you can enjoy that time, because even if you do mess up a little bit, it's not going to affect your GPA as much. So it is really important your freshman and sophomore years that you really knuckle down and you get your academics right on path as fast as possible, because you won't be able to affect as much later on.